Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Security Guard Command here. I haven't been on in a while. I apologize, but I've just been incredibly busy with life, with learning new things, and when I am done with work and done with it, I kind of put everything, I leave it behind when I get home. So I haven't really been focused on this channel so much. I do have some ideas and some topics that I've been kicking around and thinking about that I plan to post pretty soon. But I've just been really busy with just personal life, family, and taking care of family, and then work, and then in between, I've just been kind of focusing on myself more. So I just wanted to say that. But anyway, I just watched a video by Commander Hall, and he basically was talking about this job can be dangerous. And I 100% agree. Just by you being a presence and being security, you become a target, guys. And I know that a lot of people think, oh, I got an easy post. It's just, I just stand there and I don't do anything. I don't talk to people. Nothing ever happens. What are you guarding? Obviously, somebody thought something was of value. If you're in a mall or you're in a store, something valuable is there. And they felt like security was necessary to deter somebody from, whatever, stealing, whatever it may be. Just by the fact that you're there, guys, and somebody felt like there was something that needed to be protected, that means that somebody out there wants to get what's being protected. If there is even a slight possibility, guys, that you could be targeted because of the site that you work at, then every day should be on your game day. Take your job seriously, because that one day that you're goofing off and you think nothing's going to happen, guess what? That's the day that something's going to happen, guys. I don't want something bad to happen to any of you. And for the most part, the people that watch my videos are the 2% of security that actually give a damn about their job. They care, that they do this because it's what they feel like they're called to do. I feel like I'm called to do what I do. I feel like it is my purpose. And I put my best effort into it. I put 110% into my job. And I just want to really just get the point across to everybody that if you work security, be on your game while you're working. It's not a job to be taken lightly, even if you feel like nothing could possibly happen on your post. On the off chance that one day that just that 0.05% that something might actually happen on your post should be enough for you to be on your game every time you clock in to the time you clock out and go home. Be on your game, guys. Pay attention to your surroundings. If you hear a sound that you're not familiar with, check it out, because it could be nothing and probably is nothing. But in that chance that odd sound that you heard was actually something, is it worth checking out and being on the top of the game or being behind the curve on it? So just, guys, take your job seriously when you're working security, because 99.999999% of the time it's not going to be major. It's not going to be anything that puts you in major danger, but what if that one day is that 0.9999995%, that fraction of a sliver of a chance? Is it worth your life? Take your job seriously, guys. That's what I got for now. I plan to be back and do some more videos soon. Anyway, guys, be on your game, watch your six, stay safe, pay attention, situational awareness. I saw a video that Angry Security Guard did recently about that. And he's right, it does come with training. Situational awareness is the culmination of just hours of experiencing what is normal and what is not normal, and then being able to mentally compare the two so that when something comes along across your path that is not normal, you immediately recognize it because you already have something to compare it to. And that only comes with training and experience. So if you want to gain better situational awareness, the only thing I can really recommend on that is that you sit there, and it's almost like a meditative state. When you sit at a post, say it's a graveyard post, and everything's quiet, there's not a lot of sound going on, just listen and analyze every sound that comes across and associate it with something that you know is happening, that's legitimate, that's not nothing nefarious or bad. And then listen for sounds that are out of the ordinary. Could be a police siren, the honk of a horn, an alarm on a business going off, in the distance. Whatever that sound might be aware of all those different sounds that are not part of your baseline sound, and develop your situational awareness that way. The better that you can recognize sounds that don't belong, the better security guard you will be. And that only comes with practice. So when you guys are working, whether it's day shift, night shift, what have you, listen to your surroundings when you first get on shift and become familiar with what the normal sounds are. And then subconsciously, when an abnormal sound comes across, it's going to trigger you, and you're going to pay attention, and it's going to come with practice. And that's when you become a better security guard, so that when you hear just that very faint sound of glass breaking on the far side of the parking lot, your brain is going to process it, and you're going to know that was something to pay attention to. Even though you didn't actually consciously hear it, your brain did. It only comes with training. And that's part of situational awareness, is being in tune with your senses. So that one would be sound, okay? When you're looking across the parking lot, your visual senses, when you first start your shift, scan the parking lot and kind of study everything you see in that parking lot as best as you can. And then do that throughout your shift and mentally note the changes you see in, each time you do it. If something really sticks out, pay attention to it, because that could be your brain subconsciously telling you that, hey, this is not right, this is not normal. And then you go and pay attention. That's part of situational awareness, is paying attention to changes in your environment, whether it's auditory or as a visual, smell. If you pay attention to your smell. Obviously, if you smell the smell of smoke, something's up. Start looking for a fire. But look for other things too, like smells. There's various smells. Recently, I had a homeless person kind of sneak up behind me. I don't think he intended to do any harm, but the first thing I noticed was the smell. He smelled very strongly of urine. And so I immediately knew that he was there because of the smell. I knew, even though my visual senses and my auditory senses told me nothing, my sense of smell told me that somebody just approached me very closely. And so then at that point I looked and confirmed it. But that's just part of situational awareness, is paying attention to your senses. And the only way that you can get better at it is to practice it and to get familiar with what is normal, and then recognize what is not normal in those senses, different sounds, different smells, different look, body language. All that stuff just comes with experience and practice. So if you want to get better at situational awareness, outside of just being at work as a security officer, go to the mall and watch people. Watch their behavior, watch what they do, kind of get to know them. Don't be creepy about it though, guys. I don't want to read about any creepers in the news about like some guy sitting at the mall staring at people. But I do recommend watching people and just kind of studying their behavior. Airports are phenomenal places to really watch people's behavior because they're kind of at a added level of stress. So they tend to kind of show a little more of themselves in the airports, I think. But yeah, if you definitely watch people, pay attention to their behavior, because the more you get to know what is normal behavior with people, or what is societally considered normal behavior, you'll immediately start to recognize the abnormal behavior. And this is especially important with mental health. If you deal with a person who has a mental health issue, they can be very unpredictable, but some of their behaviors are extremely predictable, and you can recognize the behaviors, the tics, the different signs that show that they've got some sort of mental health issue. And if you really study that kind of stuff, you will get familiar with people's mental health, and you'll start to recognize the mental health issues. And you can also take a very defensive stance against that, and be ready for sudden switches in behavior, particularly those behavior changes that are violent towards you or to someone else. So it's just guys, with situational awareness, it's a culmination of things that you learn from working this job for hours and hours and hours and hours, turning into years. And if you want to get better at it, the best thing I can say is people watch and just study people's behavior. And the more that you study people's behavior, the more you're going to understand how people will act, and you're going to be able to predict what people are going to do as well. You can be ready for things. Anyway, I feel like I've just kind of went off into a tangent of a topic, but we're at almost 13 minutes on this video. I'm going to cut this off. I'm tired. It's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning now. Just celebrated my birthday yesterday. So anyway, guys, I'm going to have a good night. I hope you have a good night. You stay safe. Watch your back. Watch your six. Practice your situational awareness. Be familiar with your surroundings so that anything that comes across as not normal to what you are used to in your surroundings, you pay attention to that. You check it out. And that is for your safety and for the safety of your clients that you're protecting, and to make yourself a better officer. All right, guys, have a good night. I will catch you later.